Visit Golden.com for cheap and reliable MT. Use the code WAFFLE for 2% off. Yo, YouTube, what's crack-a-lack-a-jack-a smacking? It's Waffle Man for video, back with another What Grinds My Gears episode. Don't know which episode it is. I think it's episode 4, I believe. But nonetheless, we got some throwback gameplay of 2K15. Now, there's a reason I have this gameplay up here. And stay tuned for the next video that's gonna be coming out, because it's gonna be coming out tonight, and it's gonna be really interesting. But anyways, I was playing this game, and I was like, there's some things that people do in multiplayer games that just piss me off sometimes. And it's not the multiplayer game's fault sometimes it's the community's fault. But basically, what grinds my gears is people that play like scumbags, first of all, and the second thing are the games that reward players for being trash at the game. So let's take a look at 2K15 Park, for example, which, after playing 2K15 Park for a while, I don't like 2K15 Park more than 2K16. I thought I did before, but 2K16 Park is way more balanced. This game, first of all, these guys are in the paint, staying in the paint for more than 3 seconds. Of course, there's no offense in 3 seconds in 2K15 Park, but they're setting the picks and doing the pick cheese. These niggas are not passing the ball. And then you got these guys, whatchamacallit, they're just staying in the paint, setting the picks, doing that nonsense that they used to do, doing all that dumbass dribble moves that don't do anything. But anyways, moving on, and this is just one type of scumbaggery in the 2K community. But people used to complain about a lot of things in 2K15. Some of it was the community's fault, some of it was 2K's game development fault. But nonetheless, people do play like scumbags online. There's certain games where you can see this in Call of Duty. People camp in a lot of games, in a lot of first-person shooters, third-person shooters. People will camp, man. I mean, you can't stop camping. There's nothing really to stop it. Some games really try to implement some things to stop people from camping, like the score streaks, which, they force you to play the objective in Call of Duty instead of just going after kill streaks and camping like that. That was one of the reasons they removed the tactical nuke from the game, because people were just focused on getting the tactical nuke, which would basically end the game, and the other opponent team couldn't do anything about that. But the game Call of Duty, for example, that game is a casual game. A lot of people in that game play like scumbags, but then again, you got all this stuff in Call of Duty like grenade launchers. Back in Modern Warfare 2, there used to be something called the heartbeat sensor, which detected the heartbeats of your of the enemies, and I ain't gonna lie, I used to use that. That was some scumbaggery on my part, but I stopped using it after like 2 months after the game came out, and I became really good at the game. But Modern Warfare 3 introduced, I think, death streaks. Like, first of all, I hate when games reward players for sucking, man. Death streaks were one of the worst things in Call of Duty. Like, when you killed an enemy in Call of Duty and they dropped a bomb, remember that? Martyrdom? Like, are you kidding me? You know how many times I got killed by a martyrdom? Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. I'm sorry, but getting a kill for being a skilled player, and then this nigga drops a grenade on his dead body, and not only that, the martyrdom was extremely cheese because that grenade detonated fast as hell. So you're sitting there like, wow, this nigga really killed me after I killed him because he had a death streak called martyrdom. Get the hell out of there with that nonsense, man. And then, the death streak's ridiculous, and not just talking about Call of Duty, but throw back to the Uncharted games. Uncharted 2's multiplayer was fantastic to me. I love that multiplayer so much. It wasn't completely balanced, but it was very, very much, way more balanced than unbalanced. And when you look at Uncharted 3 is like, what is going on in Uncharted 3? Like, that multiplayer was trash in my opinion, and that's why a lot of people from Uncharted 2 didn't like Uncharted 3's multiplayer if you haven't played it. But Uncharted 3 had this thing where, say for example, you're winning a game, the enemy team will get some type of boost. So let's say you're winning a team deathmatch, right? You got 40 kills, the other team has 25 kills. This is what Uncharted 3 does. Uncharted 3 will literally give them a type of booster so they could get back in the game. Like, what the hell? Like, first of all, some of these boosters, I'll tell you some of these boosters right now. Some of these boosters would be like, I think, double kills. So 1 kill counts as 2 kills. Another booster would be you can see all your enemies, which is ridiculous, man. That pissed the hell out of me. I think another booster was even like what? what was the other boosters? You got like unlimited ammo or something like that, or your bullets have double damage. Like, this shit is like, come on, man. Because we're winning, we're getting penalized? That's what you're saying. Because you're winning, you're getting penalized. How is it that if we're winning by like a couple of kills, you give the enemy team increased bullet damage? Like, what the hell is that? Increased health? They get like what? Another, you know, like the booster I said before was what? You get to see they get to see us on the freaking radar, see us through walls, like they're wall glitching and stuff. Yo, Uncharted 3 was out of control with the multiplayer. They just gave way too much to the players, and even that multiplayer, a lot of people still play like scumbags. A lot of people camped in Uncharted 3. So annoying, especially when you're camping in a third-person shooter. Like, really? And the grenades in Uncharted 3, it was just ridiculous. And actually, there are some parts in Uncharted 2 where you can even see people playing like scumbags. People would just run up to you and start hitting you instead of shooting the gun. Yes, people would rather hit you in the Uncharted multiplayers than use a gun and aim down the sights. And that's why Uncharted 4's beta, they improved the melee system where it's like, I think 4 hits to kill someone now, because people didn't even care about shooting. People used to blind fire. It's a whole bunch of scum type stuff in Uncharted. But you can't play all the players because Uncharted 3's multiplayer was a mess with those boosters, man. That's ridiculous, man. Getting rewarded for losing, getting penalized for winning. Like, I don't understand this generation of gaming where we come from, where we just want everything to be easy for us. Like, I like and I enjoy playing a game where I have to learn the skills and stuff like that. Like, that's why I don't play games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I enjoyed Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter for a little bit, but I suck at those games. And it'll take me a good amount of time to get, you know, used to those games, but I don't have the interest in fighting games like that, like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. I just don't have the interest. Warhawk was another game on PS3 that took a while to learn, but it was fun. It was a fun game, man. And it's an enjoyment to see your progression through a game, and not just a game being handed down to you. In games like Titanfall and stuff like that, where they had the small pistol, that shit is gay, man. I mean, yo, something's got to change in gaming. I mean, the gaming industry is looking crazy right now for all this season pass stuff and all this, you know, unreleased content and all these games coming out bad. But man, learning the game is way more fun. Games should stop rewarding players, and even 2K16 and the 2K games do it at some point because they allow boosters on the park. You know, you could buy a booster and get an increased shooting and the attributes and stuff like that. Like, really? And people will spend their VC. They're smart because they're making more money because you guys are buying that VC and y'all using it, especially for my team packs. I mean, you know, the saying is you buy more packs, you obviously have a better team. Sometimes that's true, sometimes it isn't. The packs are trash, right? The packs are trash. I like to do now, I like to say, let other people buy the packs, and I'll just go out and get the players with my empty. But anyways, YouTube, hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me in the comment section some of your other thoughts about some games where you think players are scumbags, or, you know, the game just rewarding the players for just being trash at the game. And, you know, thinking about 2K does it too. You play some great defense on a player, and they get bailed out with a dumb shot. They get bailed out with a foul. You can see this in Prime. You can see this in the park in my team. Just some nonsense, man. But anyways, I'm out for now. Peace.